All right, we're done ninth question. Sorry, we're done eighth one. We have to do ninth one. The question is the angles of a triangle ABC satisfy the relations. So I think we can find angles from that. And the perimeter is this. What is the largest side? Okay. Let us try to find angles. 3B minus C is 30 degrees. A plus 2B is 120. Here I can write 180 degrees minus B minus C plus 2B equal to 120 degrees. So 2B minus B. I will get B minus C equal to minus 60. So now when I take these two equations and subtract, I will get B is 45 degrees and C is 105. Then A will be 130 degrees. You can check now 3B minus C. 135 minus 105 is 30 degrees. A plus 2B. That is 120. So that's good. Now the perimeter is given and they want the largest side. So I will take perimeter by largest side and then I'll be able to get largest side. That is easier for me. Okay. Largest side by perimeter. Largest side is opposite to largest angle, which will be C. Perimeter will be A plus B plus. This I can write 2R sin C, 2R sin A, 2R sin B, and 2R sin C. I can cancel 2R everywhere. Now largest side I want to find. And the perimeter is given as 2 times 3 plus root 3 plus root 3. Substitute sin C, sin A, sin B, our job is done. Sin 105 degrees, sin 30 degrees, sin 45 degrees, and sin 105 degrees. This is 90 plus 15, cos 15 and cos 15 is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Sin 30 1 by 2, sin 45 1 by root 2. This is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. First of all, if I simplify this part, 2 root 2 I can cancel out. I will be getting root 3 plus 1 by root 2 plus 2 plus root 3 plus 1. This denominator and this denominator, are they exactly same? No. So I'll multiply the 2 so that I can cancel. Largest side by 2 plus 3 plus root 3 plus root 2. This and this will cancel. This 2 will go there. 2 times root 3 plus 1. Okay, so angles are given indirectly, and then after finding all the angles, perimeter versus largest side, I took the ratio, and based on the sine rule, I'm able to find it. Out of these two, one I know, I have to find the other. Those who completed can try next question. Board is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
All right. Okay. All right. Question number 10. In question number 10, they said the angles are in GP. Sorry, sides are in GP and the largest angle exceeds the smallest by 60. Okay. So I'll take let A greater than B greater than C. They said ABs are in GP, so either A should be greatest or C should be greatest. Okay, I'm assuming A to be greatest. So what obviously largest angle will be angle A now. So angle A greater than angle B greater than angle C. Now A minus C should be 60 degrees. With this, they want us to find the cos B. Okay, I want to express everything in terms of B if possible, based on this. Yes, A plus C, I can write 180 degrees minus C. Okay, when I add these two, I'll get 2A is equal to 240 degrees minus B. That is A is equal to 120 degrees minus B by 2. From this, if I subtract this, I'll get 2C is equal to 180 degrees minus B minus 60 degrees. That is 120, 60 minus B by 2. Okay, that's good. Now, this geometry progression that AC equal to B square because they're in GP. Okay, A, B, C are in GP. And if I apply sine rule, this is 2R sine A. This is 2R sine C. This is 2R sine B whole square. I can cancel 2R, 2R, and 2R. Now try to write everything in terms of B. A, I can write. I may not have to do this also. Actually, I can multiply 2 and apply transformations also. It may work out. Okay, I may not use this. Let me do something else. If I multiply 2, I will get 2 sine A sine C is equal to 2 sine square B. According to transformations, this can be written as cos A minus C minus cos A plus C is equal to 2 sin square B. Okay, A minus is given as 60, so cos 60. This is, I can write 180 degrees minus B. This sign, I want to convert everything to cos, so I can write this as 1 minus cos square B. This is 1 by 2, this is plus cos B, this is 2 minus 2 cos square B. So I'm getting a quadratic equation in terms of cos B, so I should be able to find it. Now multiply with 2, 4 cos square B plus 2 cos B minus 3 equal to 0. This is minus 2 also, plus 6 and minus 4 I can write. That is 4 cos B plus 3 into cos B minus 1 equal to 0. 4 cos square B minus 4, no, something wrong. Plus 6 and minus 4. Plus 6.
Sir, plus 6 and minus 4 will be 24, sir. Not 12.
No, not 12. Okay. Sorry. So it is, what are the answers anyway? Maybe. No.
It would be a third, sir.
Okay, thank you. Minus B, minus 2 plus or minus root over 4 plus 48 by 2 times 4. Which is minus 2 plus or minus root 52 means 2 root 13 by 2 times 4. If I cancel 2, minus 1 minus root 13 by 4, minus 1 minus root 13 by 4.
Sir, both you wrote the same.
Oh yeah, one of them I'll write plus. If I take minus 1 minus root 13 by 4, root 13 is around 3 point something. It will be minus 4 point, it will be less than minus 1. So I have to reject this and only accept this. Because this one is less than minus 1 because of that. Okay, I wrote these things, but I did not use it. All right. Just A minus C 60 is good enough. Because after looking at this, I thought of transformations. Initially, I was thinking I'll convert everything to B because they asked B. Okay, anybody any doubt? Can I erase this? Okay, 11th one is very simple question. Sin A into sin B is equal to AB by C square. Okay, so in the place of A, you can write 2r sin A. In the place of B, you can write 2r sin B. And here you can write 2r sin C. 2r will get cancelled. Even the sin A and the sin B will cancel. We will be getting sin C whole square equal to 1. Okay, then it is angle C is 90 degrees, right angle triangle. Satyanarayana, is the board clear to you now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in between your voice was breaking, sir.
Okay, what about now? Is it okay?
So sometimes it's breaking. Now it's okay.
Yes, sir.
But board
All
image
right.
is also fluctuating.
Yes, sir. Blow
Yeah,
was
yeah.
not clear before.
Yeah, I also observed in between for 2
Remains
minutes.
blurry.
Now it's all right, I think, na?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Now it's all right.
Okay. 12th one also looks simple. What is it? The perimeter of triangle ABC is 6 times the arithmetic mean of sine of its angles. Okay. So A plus B plus C. This is perimeter. This is arithmetic mean of sine of angles means sine A plus sine B plus sine C by 3. Arithmetic mean of 3 quantities means sum of the 3 quantities by 3, right? Okay. So sine A is one quantity, sine B is another quantity, sine C is another quantity. Their arithmetic mean is this. They said perimeter is equal to arithmetic mean of sine of the angles. Okay, from this what they want, and side A is 1, then what is angle A? So from this actually you can find a 2r value. Okay, how is that? You can write A as 2r sine A, B as 2r sine B, and 2r sine C. This is same. If I take 2r common, I will get sine
Sir,
A
6
plus
times
sine.
of arithmetic means, sir.
Oh, 6 times. Okay, thank you. Okay, perimeter 6 times the arithmetic mean. Good, thank you. So here 6 by 3 is 2. You'll get 2 times sine A plus sine B plus sine C. Sine A
Sir,
plus
your
sine B
voice
plus
is
sine
again breaking, sir.
Okay. Yes, somebody else said something.
Voice, sir, not breaking.
Okay. Others, is my voice clear or not? Now.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So 2r equal to 2. Now small a is equal to 2r sine A. And in that they want angle A. So small a is 1. 2r is 2 into sine A. Then you will get angle A is, it can be 30 or 150, both are right. In the options it may not be there. So sine A equal to 1 by 2, one should not think it is only 30 degrees. It is 5 by 6 or 5 pi by 6. Both are equally valid, just it is not there in the option one of them.
Sir,
Yes, please.
in 11th question, the triangle can be right angle triangle, right angle, isosceles triangle also, no, sir.
Yeah, so it must be right angle. Option D is some cases, but whereas option B takes care of all the cases. That's the best possible answer. So if it is a more than one answer question and they ask the triangle can be what, okay, you can put B or D. All right. If it is a single answer question, you should choose the best answer which can take care of all possible cases. All right.
Yes, sir.
Those are done, completed. You can try 13th question. After that, we'll discuss some more theory. Okay. 13th question. There is a triangle. Angle B is 60 and angle C is 45. Angle A is obviously 75. May not be so important. They said take a point on BC which divides internal in the ratio 1:3. So BD is one part and DC is 3 parts. So I'm taking BD length as K, DC length as 3K. If you know ratio of these two, it is possible to find something related to sine of this angle and sine of this angle. How is that? You apply sine rule here separately and sine rule here separately, and then divide them. So in triangle ABD, I want to apply sine rule. In triangle ABD, when I apply sine rule, I will take this side by sine of this angle equal to this side by sine of this angle. That is AD by sine 60 degrees equal to this side by sine of this angle. That is BD by sine of angle BAD. Basically, what is sine rule? In any particular triangle, you take a side length by sine of opposite angle, another side length by sine of opposite angle, another side length by sine of opposite angle, they are equal. Coming to this triangle, the triangle ACD, in that if I apply sine rule, you will get AD by sine 45 degrees equal to DC by sine angle CAD. Okay, now what is the advantage? One is I don't know AD. Yes, we don't know, but when you take the ratio, AD will get cancelled because there is a common side here and here. In both sine rules, AD is coming. And we want whatever angles I want, they are covered. One may say, what about BD and DC? I know their ratio 1:3. Okay, so when you divide these two now, AD by sine 60 degrees into sine 45 degrees by AD equal to BD by DC, no, BD by sine of angle BAD into this is sine of angle CAD by DC. Okay. AD and AD will get cancelled. This is root 3 by 2, so 2 by root 3. This is 1 by root 2. BD by DC is 1:3. K by 3K is 1 by 3. And this is sine of angle CAD by sine of angle PAD. They want reverse, so I have to bring this one here, this one to the other side. What I can cancel down, 1 root 3 will come, and 1 by root 6 is coming. Yes. So sine of angle BAD by sine of angle CAD. Here it is 1 by root 6. I hope everybody is clear how we applied sine rule separately here, and then we divided them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, after this we'll discuss a little bit theory and then come back to the questions. Okay, anybody has any doubt or need more time to copy?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Yesterday we discussed sine rule. Today we are going to discuss about cosine rule. Okay. Let me state the formula and then we'll see what to do. This is A, B, C. This is small a, small b, small c. Cosine rule. A square can be written as b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. B square can be written as C square plus A square minus 2CA cos B. And C square can be written as A square minus 2AB cos C. Or you can write cos A is equal to B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC. Similarly, cos B, C square plus A square minus B square by 2C. Cos C is equal to A square plus B square minus C square by 2A. Okay, either this or this, both are called cosine B. Anybody has seen any kind of formula, something close to this anytime before?
Sir, in vectors, resultant vector somewhat.
Yes, in parallelogram law, when this is f1 and this is f2 and this is r and this angle is theta, you'll see r square equal to f1 square plus f2 square plus 2f1 f2 cos theta. Okay, how do you derive that at that time? And this both are same, there's no difference. You know why? See carefully. Let's say this is A and this is B and this angle, this length is C and this angle is theta. According to your vectors or physics parallelogram law that you learned, C square equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Now only difference is if this is B, this is B. So this is a triangle. And you know this side, you know this side, and you know this angle is 180 minus theta now. And you want to find this third side based in terms of these two. The same formula, but in the place of theta, I have to put a minus and write 180 minus theta, and that 180 minus theta is my angle C now. Okay, because of that, the minus here and the plus here, that is minus plus here, otherwise they're same. So we are going to prove it in the same way only. Again, I need to prove for acute angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle and for right angle triangle, but I'll only prove for acute angle triangle. I can even prove for obtuse angle triangle. Okay. Basically, in parallelogram, usually because it is slant, it looks like obtuse for you, but nothing wrong. It's okay. This is a very simple, nothing complicated at all. This is C, this is A, this is B. This angle is C. This is, I want to draw an altitude. Forget about this also. This is small c side and this is capital C. Anybody want to tell me what is this length and what is this length?
C cos C and C sin C.
Cos C and C sin C.
Hypotenuse is small c, so this is C cos C for adjacent side. This is C sin C. Okay. Now if this is A and this is B and this is C, only this length, can anybody tell what it is? Of course, I can take B and tell that something, but I want to, anyway, this total is A, right? From that, if you remove C cos C, this will be A minus C cos C. Okay. So first of all, from this right angle triangle, hypotenuse is C. This angle is, sorry, this I wrote wrong. This angle is B, right? So this should be C cos B. Sorry for that. This will be C sin B. This will be A minus C cos. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so this side is small c, but this angle is B. So this adjacent side C cos B, opposite is C sin B. Total is A, remove this. Now, take this right angle triangle. This is B. Take this right angle triangle. I can give some name for this as, let's say, D or M or something. I can write AD square plus DC square is equal to AC square. What is AD square? C square sin square B. What is DC square? A minus C cos B whole square. AC square is B square. That's it. Just expand this. This is C square sin square B. This is A square minus 2 cos B plus C square cos square B is equal to B square. When we add these two, C square cos square B plus C square sin square, it will be C square only. That's it. We got C square plus A square minus 2AC cos B equal to B square. You can leave it here or bring this one here and this one here. You will get this itself is a formula, or c square plus a square minus b square equal to 2ac cos b. And if you bring 2ac down, you will get a cos b is equal to c square plus a square minus b square by 2ac. Okay. Even in parallelogram law, while proving also, that is resultant. You done almost same. Only thing is that this is now not inside; it will be outside. For example, in physics, when you prove parallelogram law, and this angle is b and so theta, and this is b and this is theta. You will write here b cos theta, and here you will write b sin theta, and this is a. And for this length, you will take this right angle triangle and say this is a plus b cos theta, this is b sin theta, this square plus this square is this. That is also correct, just this length. So that and this are same. Only thing is that instead of adding these two, we are subtracting because it is acute angle triangle and that is obtuse angle triangle. All of you are able to follow, or any doubt about this?
Clear, sir.
No doubt.
Clear?
Okay. That's all. Now we'll go to mains material and do questions based on this formula. That's it. Okay, so you can try mains material 14th question onwards now. I'll also start discussing after this. Till question number 23, all are cosine rule one, just using the formula, nothing great. 14 to 23. All right, I'm going to erase this. So yesterday the question that I gave, which are based on sine rule, you don't have to use cosine rule anywhere. Okay. Sometimes it becomes cosine unnecessarily lengthy. So that's why I gave those questions separately based on cosine rule. Sorry, based on sine rule. Okay. Basically in cosine rule, what is that we get is, if you know two sides and you know angle between them, you can find the opposite side. Because this may be A, this may be B, this may be C. Then small c is a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c. That is the basic thing. Okay, 14th one, directly they gave sin A, from that you can find cos A. Sin A equal to 3 by 5 implies cos A equal to plus or minus 4 by 5. Just because you're getting answer doesn't mean that's the only answer sometimes. For example, this case sin A is 3 by 5, but angle A can be acute or obtuse, right? Then cos A can be negative also. Cos A is plus or minus 4 by 5, because when you're trying to find B square here, it is A square plus C square minus, no, what we want? A square, sorry. When you want A square, it is B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. But we'll be getting two answers here, because B is 20 square, C is 21 square. 2 into 20 into 21 into cos A is, if you put plus 4 by 5 one answer, minus 4 by 5 another answer. 2 into 20 into 21 into this. Okay, this is 841. This will be plus or minus 5. I can cancel it. 4 4 are 16 to the 32. 21 into 32. 662. Is it 662 the second part? 21 into 32. Okay. So when I take plus, I'll be getting one answer minus another answer. When I take plus 1503. Or when I take minus 38, so 179 or something. Is it 179?
Sir, the second one should be 672, sir. Then it would be 60.
Yes. Oh, this is 670.
169.
Oh, this is 169.
Then answer would be 13, sir.
Right? Okay. So A can be square root of 1513 or 13. Okay. Here only 13 is there, but it's also correct.
Sir, we can take simply 4 by 5 now, sir.
No, we are talking about a triangle. Okay, in a triangle, angle A can be acute or obtuse.
Yes,
Sin
sir.
A
Yes,
is positive,
sir.
but cos A can be negative.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Especially in single answer questions, sometimes you may get the answer, you may be happy, but you might have missed one case which can affect in there is a more than one answer question or something. Okay, next question. Whenever angles are in a triangular in AP, the middle angle is 60 degrees. So 15 A, B, C are in AP. That is A plus C, B plus C is equal to 180. When you add A plus C, you will get 2B plus B equal to 180 degrees. And angle B is 60. Now B square formula is A square plus C square minus 2AC cos B. 2 square plus 4 square minus 2 into 2 into 4 into cos 60. 4 plus 16, this is 1 by 2, 2 will cancel, minus 8, so it is 12. So B equal to root 12 or 2 root 3. If you are able to do the questions, just keep on trying them. Okay, everybody completed 14 and 15?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just read the next question, think about it.
Sir, it's the option A, sir, 16. By seeing option only, we can say that.
16. They are consecutive natural numbers. How can you say not largest side is twice the smallest one? Come on, largest angle is twice the smallest one.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, largest angle is twice the smallest one. Okay. Let sides be n, n plus 1 and n plus 2. So if I take the triangle, this is n plus 1 and this is n plus 2. Opposite to this is the greatest angle and that should be twice the smallest. So let me take the smallest. Opposite to smallest side as theta, opposite to largest as 2 theta. Then obviously this should be 180 minus 3 theta. So I'm taking the sides as n, n plus 1, n plus 2 because they're you can take n minus 1, n also. Of course, if a question is based on cosine rule, when I say, you can also use sine rule because after sine rule only we are discussing cosine. There is no compulsion that you have to do by this rule or that rule. But when all formulas are taught and if I give homework, you will not be able to differentiate which way easiest. Okay, that's fine. Otherwise, you can use sine rule also. Okay. Maybe it is based on sine rule also, I'm not sure. Opposite to the smaller side, I took theta. Opposite to great side, double of that. And this is 180 minus. So now I can use sine rule. Let us see what happens. N by sine theta equal to, that is a side by sine of opposite end. N plus 1 by sine 180 minus 3 theta. N plus 2 by sine 2 theta. Okay, n by sine theta, n plus 1 by, this is sine 3 theta, and this is sine 2 theta. I can write 2 sine theta cos theta. Even sine 3 theta, I can write 3 sine theta minus 4 sine square theta. I can cancel sine theta everywhere. I'll get n equal to n plus 1 by 3 minus 4 sine square theta equal to n plus 2 by 2 cos theta. Even this, if required, I can write in terms of cos. So I guess equate these two, will find cos square, equate these will get cos, and eliminate cos, you will get n value. If somebody want to use some other idea also, feel free to tell. Okay, maybe we are not using cosine rule here. If you know n value, our job is done. I would have taken even n minus 1 and n plus 1 also, maybe. It's okay. If I equate first and last, I'll get cos theta equal to n plus 2 by 2n. If I equate these two, I'll get 3 minus 4 sine square theta is n plus 1 by n. I'm not saying this is the only way. You want to tell some other way also, you can do it. We got cos theta, and for cos theta, you can use cosine rule and then equate these two also. Because cos theta will be this square plus this square minus this square by product also. Like that also it can be done. Anyway, this if I write 1 minus cos square theta, it can be written as 4 cos square theta minus 1. And what is cos theta? Substitute here. 4 into n plus 2 by 2n whole square minus 1 is n plus 1 by n. When I open it, 4 will cancel, n square will come. I can multiply the n square everywhere. I'll get n plus 2 whole square minus n square equal to n plus 1 into n. N square plus 4n plus 4 minus n square equal to n square plus n. N square will cancel. That's why these two also got cancelled. We got n square minus 3n minus 4 equal to 0, which is n minus 4 into n plus 1 equal to 0. N equal to 4 or minus 1. You cannot take negative number, so positive number. So 4, 5, 6 is the answer. So this will be sides as 4, 5, 6. So can we use cosine tools? So now while sorting out the question just came up here. I think I can put in sine tool only this one. Okay, you can try to understand, copy this. If any doubt, you ask me, or if somebody has done some other method you want to share, you can share. Consecutive natural numbers, that's what is important. What if they're just in AP? Okay, 16th one, okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody want to tell any other method?
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, I did it by n minus 1, n and n plus 1, sir, and I got it without using any quadratic equation.
Maybe something got cancelled there.
Yes,
N
sir.
got
The
cancelled.
integer part got cancelled, and at last I got n square equals 5n. So n equal to 0 or 5.
Okay, and think I'm sure everything you done like this only, right?
Yes, sir. Same like this only. I just took
I'll
n
tell
minus
you.
n and n plus 1, sir.
Understood. What will happen here? I'll show you. This is going to be n plus 1 whole square for you. This is going to be n minus 1 whole square for you. That is going to be n into n minus 1. Okay.
Yes.
This will become 4n equal to n into n minus 1. N got cancelled. You got n equal to 5.
Yes, sir.
Right? But actually, when you cancel that equal to 0 also, we should write and understand it is not acceptable like that. Okay. So,
Yes, sir. I took n equal to 0 also, but 0 is not possible now.
yeah. Okay. Maybe somehow it can be done by cosine rule this way, that way, but I think ultimately we have to use sine rule mostly. Okay, this 17 is a simple question. The base of a triangle is 80 and one of the base angles is 60. If the sum of the lengths of the other two sides is 90, that's shortest. Okay, simple only. I think we can do it. Okay. Let us finish 17 and 18, then we'll stop 5 minutes and if not, they're easy questions. Okay, 16, I'm going to erase. Anybody any doubt or needs more time?
No, sir.
Okay. Rhythm day completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ahijit, are you there in the class? Ahijit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are, some days you missed the classes, huh?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Some days you missed the classes? Okay,
Hello,
I think,
sir.
okay. Some days have you missed the classes? It's okay. Okay, 17. The base of a triangle is 80. So this is 80. This angle is 60. Sum of the lengths of other two sides is 90. This plus this is 90. What is the shortest side? Okay. I'll take this as x and this as 90 minus x, or other way also. Okay, fine. If I take and apply cosine rule now, basically what is cosine rule is this square is equal to this square plus this square minus 2 into this into cos of this. If you want, you can give some names like a, b, c, and if you want, a square equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. What is a here? 90 minus x whole square. What is b here? X square plus 80 square minus 2 into x into 80 into cos 60. This is 8100 minus 180x plus x square equal to x square plus 1600 minus 16. Cos 60 is one way to cancel, you'll get 80x. Oh, x square is also cancelled.
400.
Yeah. This is, there's something wrong I wrote, you are saying?
Sir, in the third step,
What 60?
64.
Okay. 6400. Okay. So 8100 minus 6400 is 1700. This will go that side, 100x. X is equal to 70. Okay. Just cosine rule only. Instead of telling these two, they said their sum is 90. So I took one as x and another one as 90 minus x. That's all. Okay, we'll stop with 18. 4, 3, 60. Okay, let me ask you one question. Let us see if somebody can answer this. In your school level, I'm sure in lower classes you have done geometrical constructions, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
How will you construct this triangle using scale and the compass? You can say.
Sir, first we'll draw 3 as the base length, then we'll take 60 degrees on the right side, then we'll take 4 degrees in the compass from the ruler, and we'll draw an arc, and we'll draw from
Yes.
that side, and where it will intersect, we'll draw it.
Yes. So I think if I interchange this, it will be a little easier. I'll put 3 here, 60 here, and B here. And which length is 4? A is small a is 4. Yeah, this is 4. Yeah, it's right. You take length 3 first, construct a ray at an angle 60. Start here with a ruler with 4. You draw an arc. Okay. The reason I'm asking this is it's very important to know that we'll get 2 answers, not 1 answer. Satisfying this data, if you want to know this side length, not 1 answer, 2 answers. Why? Look at this triangle. That is also 4 because your compass. Look at this. This is also 4. So if you take this triangle, all the data is satisfied. If you take this triangle also, all the data is satisfied. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So for side C, there will be 2 answers. You can easily visualize them. Okay. One is an acute angle triangle. One is an obtuse angle triangle. I think there's a name for this called ambiguous case. We'll discuss in detail. Once again, we'll discuss solutions of triangle at the end of this chapter. At that time, we'll discuss. But many things we learnt in geometrical constructions are quite useful for us now in some questions. Okay, apply simple sine rule here. We know only one angle, so apply for that. So cos A is equal to B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC. Cos 60, that is cos of this will be this square plus this square minus this square by 2 into this into this. So 3 square plus C square minus 4 square by 2 into 3 into C. We'll get a quadratic equation now. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 cancel. 3C is equal to 9 plus C square minus 16. So C square minus 3C minus 7 equal to 0. The roots may come thirds or something, doesn't matter, but quadratic equation will have 2 roots. But why one root is coming negative here? Because negative is not acceptable because there may be only one triangle. Yeah, because 4 will go beyond that. Yeah. Here it's okay. We just tried this because there's a slight difference. Somebody said geometrical construction, I draw one thing correct. But if that from here you're taking the compass and drawing the radius, if that is too much of radius, we'll get one here and we'll get one here down. Okay, that will be a little problem. That's fine. Okay. So if you completed 18, you can take break. Okay. We'll meet in the evening at 3:15. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.